Hey everyone, so today we're gonna see ChatGPT as white versus Google's Bard as black. ChatGPT opens up with the move e4, Bard responds with e5. He calls this an equal position, and it allows opportunities for both sides. Now ChatGPT, interestingly, plays the move knight to f6, so I'm guessing that he assumed that white position was immediately lost and decided to switch sides. Now Bard is completely against that and decides to play the move knight to c3. I am not joking. I literally typed in the move knight. I played knight to f6 and Bard immediately switched sides and played knight to c3. Here we have bishop to b4 by ChatGPT, who is now black, remember that. And we have d4 by Bard, striking in the center but at the same time hanging his e-pawn. ChatGPT takes the pawn on d4, and here we have some monkey business going on. Now it looks like Bard has actually taken a few lessons from ChatGPT as he decides to castle in between his bishop and his knight. So as you guys can see, he decides to play down 6 points of material right away with that move. Here we have the very principled move d6 by ChatGPT. ChatGPT has actually gotten much better at playing chess, seen by his very first move of switching colors. We have the newborn bishop coming out of its mother, out of who knows where. We have knight b to d7 by ChatGPT, c4 by Bard, deciding that he can now teleport his pawn through his knight. We have c6 by ChatGPT, still playing very principled. And now we have eating your own pawn bishop to b2 by Bard. We can already see the craziness that this game is going to go through right away. We have knight to c5 attacking Bard's bishop by ChatGPT. Bard decides to take his knight by playing pawn takes c5 out of nowhere. Bishop takes c5, very principled by ChatGPT. And we have knight takes c5. Where does knight come from? I have no idea. You're gonna have to ask Bard. We have ChatGPT playing the move knight takes c5. He finds that the only way to counter Bard's madness is being crazy himself. We have knight takes own pawn e4 by Bard. Pawn takes e4. ChatGPT is now really mad that Bard is using his cheat, and now he decides to use the cheats himself. Pawn takes e4, and Bard replies with pawn takes e4, still continuing with his new hacks and cheats. We have knight takes e4 by ChatGPT. It doesn't specify which one. I'm going to assume it didn't spawn a knight from nowhere, unlike Bard, which does it again. And now we have knight takes e4 by ChatGPT. Hopefully not another knight from who knows where. And here we have the move knight takes e4 again, spawning I think close to 4 knights within the span of about 3 moves. I think that math doesn't add up. Here we have some craziness going on. ChatGPT decides that he's going to spawn his own knight, countering Bard's craziness. We have knight to c5, bishop to c5, bishop to c5, and queen to c5. Folks, this is the pinnacle of the age of technology. Everything you've seen before is nothing compared to what happens next. Queen takes c5, again, normal, right? Here, what happens next is amazing. ChatGPT here plays the move rook to d8. Acceptable, not the craziest we've seen. Now here, Bard plays the move ... rook to d8, which means as the color black, he has played the move rook to d8. Now I tried explaining this to Bard by saying that he actually just randomly switched colors, because I was getting tired of both players switching their color. He doesn't give me a move, and I tried to convince him to give me a move. After that, I guess he had a fit or something, because after that he just gave up playing against ChatGPT. So from this, we can conclude that ChatGPT is the ultimate AI chess player.